Hello fellow witches and wizards, my name is PhoenixGinny and welcome to a brand new video, a different kind of video. I'm going to be doing a Sims 4 tier list. I know I'm kind of behind on that was like really popular like a few weeks ago, but I really wanted to do one of these. I've actually done one before, I've just never, well, I think I posted it on Facebook actually. But I'm going to post one for my channel. This is June 2021, so of course probably should do a tier list like every year because new packs come out every year. But this will be the most up-to-date, minus the pack that came out yesterday. The Dream Decor designer pack, actually that ad is going to come up down here several times. Probably. But that one won't be included on here, mostly because I don't own that pack yet, and I probably won't for some time. But actually, I'll address that now. That pack looks amazing, except it doesn't work, which we should expect that by now in the Sims 4 community, unfortunately. Yep, see, there's the ad right there. Oh, wait, no, it went away. Anyway, I'm trying to keep this video short. I don't want it to be like an hour long. But it looks really good. The furniture looks amazing. I love it. It's beautiful. I love every piece of furniture, and it's worth buying for the furniture alone if you're a builder, which I am, as you all know. The problem is, and it looks super fun. I would love the idea of renovating homes for NPCs, but the problem is it's broken. If you watch other YouTubers who are currently playing, they'll tell you that it is super buggy, like every other pack they release these days. The routing is super weird for the NPCs. How you get paid is super glitchy. The before and after photo thing, sometimes it doesn't work. Also, you could do everything that the Sims tell you to do and still do it wrong, which is the most frustrating thing to me. So unfortunately, even if I had the money to buy it right now, I wouldn't. I'm going to wait until they fix it because they need to fix it. They need it. And as badly as I want the furniture in that game, I don't want to encourage bad behavior, making them think that I'll still pay for a pack even though it's broken. I can't stand that. But anyway, all that being said, it will not be on this tier list. Not just because I don't have it and haven't played it, but it's also just not here because whoever makes these things they haven't updated it yet. So how I do these tier lists is I actually should fix this tier list because I like to, let me fix this real quick. So what I like to do is, I like to use the Harry Potter grading scale when I do these. It's not really surprising why. In Harry Potter, the grade scale isn't A, B, C, D, F. It's O, E, A, P, D, T, outstanding, being the best, and then exceeds expectations, and then acceptable, and then poor, and then dreadful, and then maybe troll, though no one has done so poorly to receive a troll, so they're kind of unsure if that grade even exists, but it will for our purposes. So, okay, so actually a little while back, a friend of mine actually asked me what my favorite pack was, and I honestly couldn't tell her because there's so many packs and there's so many things to consider. So what I did was I actually took a list of all the packs and I looked at all the ones that I liked based on build and buy objects and cast objects and gameplay, and I put it all on a list, and I had all my favorites listed. I don't have it in front of me because it's on my other computer, and I don't know how I would get a hold of that, but I do remember what my absolute favorites were, and I do remember what my absolute not favorites were, so that should be okay. So I think I'm going to start with expansion packs. I think this is base game. Should I? I've never even thought to rank base game. I don't know if I'll bother. because it's hard. How would I rank the game without all of the expansion packs? Honestly, I would still play it. I know that Sims 4 is really controversial and divisive for a lot of people. A lot of people really love the game. A lot of people really hate it. They're both valid opinions. But honestly, without all the expansion packs, I would still play it. Because I love just making people and doing ordinary things. I love going to the beach, and I love making witches and wizards, and I love being able to dine out. But I don't think any of that is necessary for The Sims 4 to be fun for me. I can still build homes, I can still build community lots, I can still make Sims, they can still get jobs and get married and have kids, and that's The Sims for me. That's all The Sims that's all they've ever needed for me to love The Sims. So, that being said, I think the base game, for me, I feel icky putting it in exceeds expectations because I can feel the judgment. Like, really? Bye. No, it's so much bad with the game. I know. But I'd still play it. Like, I would. Like, the expansion packs make it so much better. But honestly, I love the game. I do. And all the additions that they've added to it are like, they've added pools. Toddlers are like the best thing that they've ever added. They've done toddlers better in this game than any other Sims game, in my opinion. They actually sound like toddlers and not adults pretending to be toddlers for once. And just the likes and dislikes system that they just put in it, I enjoy it. I know it's not what everybody wants it to be. Everybody wants all the NPCs to just automatically have likes and dislikes and for all of them to make sense. Which, I agree, that would make the game better. But for me personally, I plan to go into my game and give all my NPCs their own likes and dislikes. And I'm going to randomize some and have couples match and match in some ways and not match in others. And I'm excited to do that. I'm excited to go into my game and give all my NPCs likes and dislikes. And if they ever do fix the Dream House Decor pack, I forget what it's called already. If they ever do fix that, I do plan on, I think that'll make the game better, because they'll give me a gig with an NPC that will already have likes and dislikes, and they'll all have decor likes and dislikes. So it'll already make sense, and I'll have good information to work off of in order to help renovate their house. So I'm excited to do that. So the things that the base game has are really good. If you forget the glitches and everything else and the fact that EA is trying to take your money, if you forget all that, the base game is actually relatively good. It could have more backbone, it could have more gameplay, it could have more personality, it could, but I would still play it. This is my personal opinion. I get that it has flaws and it does need some tweaking, but for me, I'd still play it. This is just my personal opinion. Okay, so get to work. It should also be noted that I haven't played with more than half of these. I don't play the game as much. I play the game pretty much what you see on my channel. I mostly build. That's mostly what I do. So my favorite packs are determined heavily by what items you get in the pack. So as far as items go, Get to Work does not have great items. I think I barely use those items. They have great community lot items, but that's about it. In the gameplay, I haven't done anything. I haven't done any doctor. I haven't played with the doctor career or scientist or the other one, detectives. I've seen the gameplay, and it actually looks pretty fun. The detective one in particular looks really fun. But I'm just kind of about it, to be honest. I don't think it's a bad pack. I understand they did a lot with it. I think the retail aspect could be done better, but I'm looking forward to building a mall. I will be doing that in the future. and it has a lot of great stuff for that in the pack. So it has good retail stuff. I really like the soap dispenser and it has a towel dispenser. I know none of them work, but they're great decor items that make sense in like public bathrooms and things, and I use those all the time. So I think acceptable is a good place for Get to Work. It's definitely not the best. I barely ever use it. But it's not a poorly made pack, in my opinion. And I am excited to play those careers once I actually get to it. It's just by the time they add so many packs, and I want to play the shiny new one before the old one, so I end up playing the newer packs. And I got introduced to this game way late. So, okay, Get Together. I have played with that. I have played with the club system, and I really enjoy it. I made a sim that enjoys video games, and I made a gaming bar actually on the gallery where they meet. That's their meeting place, and they have their own handshake, and they play games together, and it's great. And then my sim journey, her wife actually is a writer, and she has her own little book club, and it's fun. The clubs are actually fun to me. I actually really enjoy the clubs. Acceptable, exceeds, and I'm also a very positive person, so a lot of these will actually be in the upper tiers because I'm a positive person. I generally am like, yeah, I like it. I have a positive view of The Sims. A lot of people have a negative view of The Sims. I have a positive view, so I'm more likely to remember the good stuff instead of the bad stuff. I really like the world Windenburg. I think that moves it up to exceeds expectations because the world of Windenburg is really nice. I don't remember much of the building stuff, and I use, that mirror, that round mirror, I use that all the time. And the towel rack, the hand towel rack thing that I like to put next to that mirror, I use it all the time, everywhere. I would make a build, and it would be a build that I'm trying to restrict packs on, and I'd be like, it's all base game. And Strangerville. I did a build like that. Base game, Strangerville. I think I was also allowed to use the bowling pack or something. And I was like, good, it's perfect. And I would try to put it on the gallery. I think I put it on the gallery like 5 times, and it kept telling me, you have Get Together in there. You have Get Together in there. I'm like, how? Where do I have Get Together? And it's that little towel rack thing that I put in every bathroom ever that I totally forgot that is in Get Together because it's so good. I always use it. It's beautiful. But I like the gameplay, and I like the build buy. I couldn't tell you anything about cast from that pack. I literally, I don't see packs when I make characters in cast, so I literally couldn't tell you what's in it. So I don't really care. Anyway, I think it goes and exceeds expectations for me. City living is cool. I like the idea of the city. I like the idea of living in an apartment. I do have one sim that lived in an apartment. I like apartments. I like the idea of the apartments. The festivals are okay. The gameplay is okay for me. I don't remember anything about Cass either. I think it's a lot of Asian and Indian inspired stuff, which is great. Just not for me. I don't really make Sims like that just because that's not the world that I live in. I think they overdo it in that pack. I think they have Asian inspired designs for certain Sims, and that's fine every once in a while, but literally every new NPC is popping up with an Indian or an Asian name, and they're completely white. And it's like, really, game? I know you're trying to be diverse, but now you're just kind of overdoing it. It's just to a place where it takes me out of the immersion, and it's unbelievable. So, I don't know. The careers aren't very interesting from that pack, from what I remember. I think can you be a politician? Is that the pack where you can be a politician? I've never played with any of the careers. I've stayed in one apartment once, and I don't think I've ever designed any other apartment besides that. But I do like the idea of apartments, though. I guess we'll keep it in the acceptable. I think that's fair. Cats and dogs. cats and dogs. Where's that gonna go? I play with cats and dogs. Pretty much every other Let's Play has a pet of some kind in it. I really like playing with cats. I think the cats are adorable. The dogs are a little high maintenance, but they are in real life. I'm going to put it up in Exceeds Expectations because they did really well with the pets. Being able to customize your pet is really nice. Being able to paint them, essentially, whatever you want, even ridiculous proportions, is great. But I do like pets, and I don't mind at all that you can't control them. I think that's more realistic. I actually prefer that. It was really annoying in The Sims 3, where it's essentially pets in The Sims 3 were whole other Sims you had to take care of. You literally had to watch their social and their hygiene and their food, and in my experience, pets should largely take care of themselves, even dogs. Like, maybe dogs need more attention and they need more exercise than any other pet, but they feed themselves, and they feed and water themselves. They go to sleep when they want to, essentially. And that's the way pets should be, and that's not the way they were in The Sims 3, but that is the way they are in The Sims 4, for the most part, and I prefer that. The build stuff, I almost never use the stuff in Cats and Dogs, not because I don't like the farm and cottage aesthetic, but because the color swatches don't match anything in the other packs. They match nothing. That weird off-white grayish blue color matches nothing in the game. So if you want to use anything from Cats and Dogs, you can only ever use anything from Cats and Dogs. But at this point, we have so many packs and so many things to choose from that hardly matters. Whereas back then, Cats and Dogs was the 4th expansion pack. And it was more important then than it is now. Should it still be in Exceeds Expectations for that reason? I love the veterinary career. I absolutely love the veterinary career. Having a vet clinic was one of the funnest things I ever did in The Sims 4. Okay, so I did a rags to riches with my sim Journey and her wife Maki, and she doesn't run the vet clinic. She doesn't do anything with the vet. She stays at home, but Journey, she does the vet thing, and it's so fun to like level up and to earn money and to build your vet clinic. I made this beautiful, beautiful vet clinic. I have to return to that Let's Play someday. But it's so fun hiring workers and like managing who comes there. And I like, once I get like a certain number of people, I like cap it, like, or like it's like 5 o'clock in the evening and I want to go home. So I'm like, okay, so no more patience. This is the amount of patience, just making sure everybody's happy. That's exactly what The Sims should be. So much fun. If you haven't done the veterinary clinic, it's really fun. It's really fun. So yeah, we'll keep it in Exceeds Expectations. Okay, so seasons, I'm going to automatically put in outstanding because everybody does. Because it has great build by. Those windows are everything. I use them all the time, and it's not just because they look good. They have a beautiful white swatch, which is just good for any cottage you want to build. Also, they're super, super cheap windows, so if you want to make a starter home or a really low budget home, they're perfect windows to use. Also, the holiday system is flawless as long as you want holidays. That's the only thing about it that bothers me, is if you want a new season every week, you're essentially celebrating a holiday every week. And it's like, when you're playing normal, happy, everyday life, you're just like, oh, Christmas, that's fun. And it's like, wait a minute, well, or first of all, it's Thanksgiving, and then it's like, wait a minute, Christmas is next week, and then that's a whole day taken out of your week where you could be doing something else. You have to dedicate it to this holiday, and if you don't, your Sims are unhappy. So it's kind of annoying, but I usually play longer. I have longer seasons, so I usually don't have to worry about a holiday every week. So it's great that you can tailor that. It's great that you can make your own holidays. I make birthdays holidays so that Sims can actually have a set birthday and you can actually have an excuse to invite friends over and stuff. That's really cool. So that Sims can have actual birthdays. Like, my birthday's in the winter, so like every a certain day in the winter, that'll be my Sim's birthday, and they can age up then, and it's just fun. It just makes sense how logical and neat it is. And then the cast is really good for that pack too, if I can remember. I just remember the really cute raincoat and boots. Bathing suits. They have great bathing suits in that pack. Also, the Toddler Pool. I love the Toddler Pool. And all their Christmas decorations are wonderful. The decorations are just great. Everything is great in that pack. That's why it's not standing. Everything is great about it. The weather is perfect. I love how the weather is different in every world. I love how it's snowy in Windenburg in the winter, but it's like rainy in Oasis Springs because it's the desert. Oh, I love it. It's great. It's great. I'm already spending way too much time. Okay, trying not to make this video super long. Okay, this is Get Famous. Am I correct? Okay, I'm gonna put it in Outstanding. Now hear me out. I've never actually played with the acting career, and I do know that there's some bugs with it. And I do know that famous people can be really annoying because it causes your sim to stop whatever they're doing and freak out, even if you don't even know who this person is. It looks really fun to play. I've never played with it, but it looks so fun. I want to be an actress so bad in this game. Let's see what it's like. The active acting career looks really fun. I like the makeup and the wardrobe station that you can use to get your Sims into costume and fix their makeup. It's great. I actually use those things for this photo studio that I've made because I like to take pictures of Sims, and I have this whole modeling setup where I made a bunch of models and I invite them over to my house and I dress them up and I put makeup on them using those stations, and it's so authentic, and I take pictures of them. And that's really fun. So those objects alone are really fun. The build buy stuff, I love the build buy stuff in this pack. There's a lot of people that don't like the stuff in this pack. I absolutely love it. I mean the mid-century style is really good, and this was the first time it was introduced. And those things are nice, but I'm talking about the really flashy, colorful stuff. I love that gold and pink bed with the big canopy. I just love it. I want that bed in real life, and I know it's really silly and completely not on trend right now. But I love flashy colors and patterns. I just love it. So, so I love the stuff in that pack. I love all the gold trim. I love the white and gold stuff. White and gold is just everything to me. I love white and gold. So the white and the gold and the pale pinks, you can make this beautiful, flashy Sharpay bedroom, and I just love it. It's great. It's practical for nobody, but I love it. And then I can't remember the cast stuff. You're gonna find that with me. I love build buy, and I love gameplay, and I love cast too, but cast is actually lower on the list. I prefer the other stuff a little bit more. So cast, I don't really pay attention. I usually use custom content anyway for cast. I use custom content for cast more than any other place. So, I honestly don't remember what comes with Get Famous. I think they probably could have done a little better with cast, but I still think that the cast stuff was good. It's the top of my list. I think, no. It's the top of, I can't remember where, it's the top of my list somewhere. As far as build buy, it's the best expansion pack, in my opinion. It's the best. I know a lot of people say Seasons is the best for build buy or whatever. For me, build buy, as far as expansion packs go, Get Famous is the best, in my opinion. Just from my personal style. Okay, so the next one is Island Living. I'm going to put it in Outstanding. I love Island Living. I know that the gameplay is a little sparse. Honestly, that doesn't bother me. Like, the world is so beautiful, and building in that world is so fun. I love building in that place. I love going to that place. I love being a mermaid and doing mermaid things and making mermaids and cast. All the cast stuff is great. The build buy stuff is great. It's beautiful. The colors and the style, I just love it. And I love going to that world. I love making vacation lots in that world. So fun. I know that the gameplay is a little lacking, But I love the conservationist career. I was working with that. I enjoy it. I enjoyed what little I did do in that world. So it's outstanding for me. University life, outstanding. Now that pack is #1 for gameplay, in my opinion. As far as gameplay goes, I know a lot of people like Seasons, and Seasons is outstanding for me. It's not #1 because the holidays do get old, and it is kind of normal everyday gameplay. But University Life is #1 for gameplay for me. As far as expansion packs go, is just in the expansion pack category, University Life is #1. I played with a University pack. I actually had Jordan from my Nifty Knitting Let's Play, go to university, and I loved it. I loved setting up for classes and like going to classes and like organizing my time to figure out when to do homework, when to take care of my needs, when can we stop and knit to earn money. It was just beautiful. It was so much fun. It's almost right up there with the veterinary career. I think I enjoyed doing the veterinary career a little more. But University Life has also great build buy stuff and has great CAS items. I really like the CAS items in that. But the gameplay is really fun. I didn't actually get to do the secret society that you can do in that pack, but I plan to. Because I plan to play that pack again in my own dream life. I want my own sim to go to college. So I went to Brightchester. I haven't experienced the other one, which I can't even think. Lobster School. I can't even think. Because Brightchester, the moment I heard about Brightchester, I was like, that's my school. Arts, literature, that's my school. So that's the only college I've experienced. So I don't know about the other place, but I will someday, hopefully. But yeah, as far as gameplay goes, University Life is great. It's outstanding to me. Eco Lifestyle. I might put that one in poor, actually. Just because it's not my jam, you know? It's just not. It's a very niche pack. It's not in Dreadful because I love the build buy stuff. I love the very ultra modern look. I love the earthy natural look of everything. I love the plants in that game. I love the plants. I'm not a huge, I also love the dollhouse, the cute little cardboard dollhouse. Is that also the one with the toddler bed that has the really cute canopy on it? That's a winner for me. I like being able to craft furniture. I like making candles. I think that's fun too. Otherwise, you know, for me, I just, the CAS items, probably the worst pack for CAS items. The clothes look like trash because they were made from trash. CAS is terrible in that pack. I can't stand it. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's not the worst CAS. I just looked on the screen and was like, oh wait, no, wait till we get there. But the gameplay, I'm doing things I'm not used to doing. I'm trying to grow my food instead of just automatically buying it from the fridge. We're trying that. And I'm enjoying doing more gardening and trying to make the place green. I'm enjoying it for what it's worth. I haven't experienced the whole apartments and the initiatives really. What I have experienced though, I'm just like, you know, it's not really my jam. It's just not. I'm just not really a green person. It's not really in the forefront of my thinking. Okay, Snowy Escape. Where would I put Snowy Escape? Acceptable. I think I'll put it in acceptable. It's also kind of niche in my opinion. I like the build buy stuff. I really like the shoji doors. I like the Japanese inspired stuff. I like the onsens. I like the skiing and snowboarding. I really like the festival. I really enjoyed the festival when I did it. That was really fun. I haven't experienced the mountain climbing or the hiking yet. I plan to, and I think it's gonna be fun. But I think it's gonna be fun up to a point. I don't think it's cats and dogs tier. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying it, but I'm enjoying it in small doses. I don't think it's something that I'm going to enjoy in the long run. The world is really pretty too. It's kind of weird that it's snowy in one place and not in another. It's a little strange. But I mean, it's not a bad pack by any means. It's just not. I wasn't super hyped about it when I saw it, except for the fact that I was going to get to build a ryokan. But building was the only thing that really excited me about it. The festival was fun when I played it, but I don't think it's going to hold up over time. Compared to the other stuff that's going to go here, I don't think it quite belongs there. Okay, so I'm going to put this in Dreadful, the Christmas stuff, because I think I've used 2 things from that entire item. I've used 2 items in that entire pack, but it's free, so who really cares? If you have seasons, you have no need for this whatsoever. The things in season are of way better quality, way better variety. I think I've used some of the lights in this. I like that box plant light thing. I think I've used a little crystal jar thing with like trees in it. It has some cute little items, but I honestly like never ever use it apart from that because it's a holiday pack. That's all there is to it, but it's free, but you can definitely live without it. Dreadful isn't really the right word, just more like useless. That's a better word for it. Okay, outdoor retreat. Now, I really like the furniture in that. That's why, like, I would put it in poor because I never ever use it. I do like the world. I like building vacation lots in the world. I love the build buy stuff. But the cast items I hardly ever use because it's very outdoorsy. And the gameplay, it's pretty much a one and done kind of thing. I went, actually, I'm talking about all my Sims that you've never met. Journey and Maki went on their honeymoon camping, and I actually got bored really fast. It's like, okay, we're here. What do we do? They don't fish, so it's like fishing, Swimming is probably the best thing you could do if you put a pool on the lot. Bring lots of things to do, because camping is boring for me in real life. Why would it be fun in The Sims? So it's not super fun. It's not a super fun pack as far as gameplay goes. I really like the world and like the build by items. But as far as gameplay goes, it's like, But I don't want to put poor just because I really like the build by items. Spa day, I think it goes in the same place for the same reasons. Build by stuff, really, really nice. Really like the sleek modern stuff. I use those tiles in like every build. Every modern build I ever do, I use those concrete walls, those tiles. They're beautiful. The gameplay, I don't think I've ever been to a spa, and I don't feel like I need to. I don't feel like I need to. And I don't even remember what the cast stuff is. I don't even remember. Does that mean it should go in poor? I don't know. What makes a pack dreadful? Basically, any pack that goes in dreadful is going to be... Well, we'll get there. Slightly better than the 2 packs that are going here that are just bad. Also, I should say I'm not going to be rating the kits because I don't have the kits. As far as I know, well, first of all, I don't really care about the 90s fitness stuff. I don't care. I don't like that aesthetic at all. I love the country kitchen set. I think it's really cute, but I don't have it, and I don't know. And then Bust the Dust kit is super, super, super buggy, so I don't have that either. I don't know if I'll actually be rating those. It's hard to really figure out what should go where. Acceptable, the things that go in the acceptable category are packs that I like and I'm happy to have, but they're not quite exceeds expectations or outstanding. They're just acceptable. They're acceptable packs. I like having them. Whereas the packs down here, I'm just like, I could probably live without them. That's probably, anyway. Dine Out. I actually am going to put that next to its expectations. It is not an outstanding because it's super, super buggy. However, I never really experienced the bugs, to be honest. I've never ran a restaurant before. It looks super fun, though. I've watched other YouTubers run the restaurant, and despite the bugs, it still looks super fun. But the furniture in that game is beautiful, and I absolutely love building restaurants. Building restaurants, that's probably my favorite community lot to build, is a restaurant. They're so fun. I have fond memories of building restaurants and watching other players build restaurants. I enjoy Curtis Parody's Let's Play with Dine Out. It is inspired me. I just love it. And the cast items are really good too. And I really enjoy going out to eat. That has always worked for me. I've had Sims propose to other Sims while eating out. I build fancy restaurants and go, and I enjoy it. I enjoy going to restaurants. In the game, I actually really enjoy that. Vampires. I'm going to put that in Exceeds Expectations because I bought that pack originally just for the build by items because I love making creepy mansions and old fairy tale cottages and stuff like that, and the furniture is great for that. I love that style. Also, vampires are really fun. When you want to play with vampires, it's really, really annoying when Vlad shows up to your house and you're just like, really, Vlad? I don't need you. What are you doing? I'm not playing with vampires this time. But the vampires, I love making really gothic Sims because that's who I want to be in real life. I want to be that, but I just don't have the courage to dress like that, especially as an adult. So, so I dress up my Sims that way. All my favorite Sims have really gothic looks and with a lot of custom content. The cast items aren't super great in Vampires, but I love the gameplay and the build by. And I really love occults anyway. I love supernatural gameplay. And the whole tier list thing, the whole abilities extra bit that they have with that was really good. So I haven't actually experienced anything with that yet. I haven't actually gotten that far in the gameplay for Vampires, but it looks really fun. I think they just did a really good job with that pack in general. Okay. Parenthood goes in outstanding for me. Because I love family gameplay. I'm a family player. And you can use that in any Let's Play that involves children and parents. So it's very versatile. All the build buy stuff is great. Great country, homey vibes. I don't remember anything about cast though. Which is great too, because that means there's nothing truly awful, I guess. But the gameplay is spectacular. It's the game. I'm not going to say the game is unplayable without it, but the game, it really boosts your game if you have it. It's really nice to influence kids. Parents can actually influence kids to even do stuff. Forget the fact that it actually does something with their personality, but the fact that parents can tell their kids to do their homework and stuff. I don't think you can do that in the base game, and that's like essential for parenting. It's great. I love it. Okay, Jungle Adventure, I'm going to put that in acceptable because I love the furniture. I'm currently making a hotel for that world, having a great time with it. Love the furniture, love the colors, and I love the idea of going to this jungle and going to the temple and archaeology. I haven't done any of that stuff yet, but I'm really excited to give it a try. It looks really fun to me. I know it's kind of like a one and done thing, but the world is really pretty. Cast is really pretty. Build and Buy is really pretty. It's a game that's really nice. I really like the game pack. I think it's really nice. I'm happy to have it. Strangerville. Should I go in poor or dreadful? It's not troll. It's not troll level. Poor or dreadful? I'm gonna go. I really like the build buy in it. I really like the build. Okay, that's not even true. That's not even true. I'm gonna put it in dreadful. I really like the doors and windows and the fence. That's it. That's all I like in that pack. Everything else I hate. It's really like living in a bunker kind of stuff, and don't really care. I don't care for the gameplay at all. It's kind of too sci-fi for me. I mean, I do like sci-fi, and it looks like it would be fun to play once. The world, beautiful. The world is beautiful. And I like the few build buy stuff that's in it. But I still think Inco Lifestyle is better than Strangerville. I would have to say that. I would have to say. But there are things that I like about it. There are things that I like about that pack. There's just not very much. And the cast items, I don't really care about the cast items. I don't think the cast items are that great. Okay, so Realm of Magic is going to go in outstanding for me because I love witches and wizards. I love that whole thing, if you hadn't figured that out. Realm of Magic is number 1 when it comes to everything. Isn't it my favorite pack? It's my favorite game pack. I don't remember if it's my favorite pack of all time. I don't remember if it's my favorite pack of all time. It might be my favorite pack of all time. Because it hits all the boxes for me. I absolutely love the build buy stuff in it. I know that it's not super versatile. I know it's not everybody's taste. But it is mine. It is my taste. I love the whimsical cottage fairy tale look. I absolutely love it. Those windows, those stained glass windows, the purple swatch, oh, it's to die for. I absolutely love those windows. I love the whimsical look. It's beautiful. I love it. I love the cast items. I really like the gothic wizardry kind of look. It's the gothic preppy mix that I just love. I think it's beautiful. I made this beautiful witch named Amethyst, and I just love all the clothes that I put her in. She's just beautiful. And then the gameplay is super fun, as far as I know. I've actually never played with it. I am playing with it now, and what I've done so far is really fun. So I really like learning the magic and stuff. I know it kind of makes other stuff kind of irrelevant in the game. I kind of don't care. I just like the idea of having a magical sim, having a wand and a familiar. It's all fun. It's right up my alley. So so it's probably my favorite pack of all time. Definitely my favorite game pack, if not my favorite pack of all time. Okay, so we made it to Journey to Patio. Guess where that one's going? No. It's going in Troll for me. There's what can we say about this pack that hasn't been said already? Everything is bad about this pack, especially the way it came out. It is absolute cash grab, just straight up cash grab from EA. And I don't even think about that. Like a lot of people, the moment a pack comes out, they are immediately suspicious. I'm not that kind of person. I have a positive view of The Sims, remember? So, I usually look for the good in everything. So, I usually don't even think, oh, that's a cash grab. Like, for me, I don't even really believe that my first pet stuff is a cash grab. I understand when people say that, and their views are perfectly valid. But even then, I'm just like, well, I can see what they're trying to do. Journey to Patio, straight up cash grab. Straight up, nobody said that Star Wars and The Sims should go together. Nobody. It's completely different realms. It was just bad. Bad publicity. The worst publicity any pack has ever gotten was Journey to Patio. Oh, it's so bad. So bad. First of all, just looking at the pack in general. Cass, all terrible. Okay, let me just say this right up front. I hate Star Wars. I kind of hate it. I have friends that love it, and that's great. I don't get it. Which is super, I'm not a huge sci-fi fan, which is really weird because I'm just like, I love Doctor Who. So then how can I love Doctor Who and like hate sci-fi? I love X-Files. How can I love X-Files and hate sci-fi? I've actually figured out why. Because I thought about it. I was like, what do I hate about Star Wars? Well, the Star Wars fans are really annoying, number one. You know who you are when I'm talking to you. I'm just kidding. Some of them actually can be really snobby and annoying, but not the person I'm thinking of in particular. It's not like I haven't done anything Star Wars related. I've watched episodes 1, 2, and 3, and all the hardcore Star Wars fans are like, oh, no. Is it 1, 2, and... It is 1, 2, and 3. Super confusing because all the episodes are kind of come out in weird order. Yes, it's 1, 2, and 3. and most fans would say those are the worst ones. So I tried. The point is, I tried. Those are the movies I did see. I kind of enjoyed them when I watched them, but really, it was really hard to get into because the characters aren't interesting to me. The worlds are super weird to me. What bothers me the most is the weird aliens. I don't know. The aliens are super ugly and weird looking, and I can't stand it, and I don't know why. And so I'm just like, I hate Star Wars because of the aliens. And it's like, Doctor Who has some weird aliens too, but you like Doctor Who, and I'm like, well, I don't like Doctor Who because I like Doctor Who. I like Doctor Who because I like Doctor Who. I like the Doctor. I don't care about the aliens whatsoever. Like, my favorite episodes are the episodes that don't have to do with aliens. The best Doctor Who episodes for me are the episodes where they go back in time. Instead of forward, they go back and like meet old historical characters. Those are better. I know they're few and far in between, but those are the episodes I prefer anyway. I'm not really into aliens. By the way, same thing with X-Files. The best X-File episodes don't have anything to do with the aliens. I really like the fantasy stuff rather than the supernatural stuff. The sci-fi stuff. I'm not super into sci-fi. But I've realized that the reason why I like Doctor Who is because I like the Doctor, not because I like anything. It's because I like the Doctor. And then I realized that's why I like everything that I like. Just really bad. It's because I'm somewhat infatuated with the main character. I like Harry Potter because I like Harry Potter. That's exactly why I like Harry Potter. It has nothing to do with the magic at all. It doesn't have to have magic or anything. If it has Harry Potter, I love it. Which is the reason why I don't like Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Because Harry Potter isn't in it. I don't care. I'm not in love with any of the characters. I'm not interested. It sounds really bad. I was thinking about it. All my favorite series are because I'm in love with one of the characters. If there isn't an attractive male in the story, I'm not interested. That's really sad. I don't think it's that simple. I do think that it has to hold up. You know, the story has to be good and the themes have to be good. It has to hold up for me to be a long-term fan. But initially, yeah, there isn't anybody I'm attracted to in Star Wars. There isn't Harry Potter, Alex Rider, Twilight. That's actually not true for Twilight. I don't know why I like Twilight. It's true for Doctor Who. It's true for X-Files. It's true for pretty much anything. But there's nobody for me to identify with in Star Wars. Nobody for me to be interested in. So that's probably why I don't like Star Wars. So I already don't like Strange Patio. It already has nothing for me. The cast is super weird, unusable. Build by, super weird, unusable. Gameplay, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I wouldn't even know. I don't know who these people are. I wouldn't even know how to play the game. So it's completely useless to me. And now that I've spent, I don't know, like 8 minutes talking about Strange Patio, we're not going to rate those. Luxury party stuff. I'm going to put it in dreadful, right by Strangerville, because I use none of the cast stuff ever. And the build by stuff, I almost never use that stuff either. But I do use the catering table with the fondue. I love that table. I use it for all my weddings. I use it for parties to feed massive amounts of people. It's really fun, really useful, a really good item. So it's worth it alone for that. But otherwise, it's really lackluster, despite all the luster that's in it. Okay, perfect patio. I'm gonna put that. Should I put that in outstanding? I'm pretty sure I use that stuff in every build that I do. I love jacuzzis. Every piece of furniture in that pack is great. It's beautiful, it's sleek and modern, and I love it. I'm pretty sure I used the plant from that pack in every build. Literally every build. It is the perfect house plant. It's the white one, the long skinny white one with the beautiful green fan. I use it in like every build, I'm pretty sure. Cool kitchen. I'm gonna put that one in exceeds expectations because I love the stove and the stove, the sink, the fridge, the range hood, the ice cream maker and the popcorn machine. The popcorn machine doesn't actually come with it, but they all match beautifully. They all are sleek. They all have muted colors, but they have neutral colors, but they also have beautiful vibrant colors. You can be really diverse with it. I'm pretty sure I use those in every build, almost every build, especially every modern build. I use those appliances almost exclusively. That range hood with the light is flawless. I absolutely love it. But as far as gameplay goes, I don't think I've ever used it for gameplay. And it's kind of, and the actual like kitchen cabinets and stuff I hardly ever use because I'm not a huge fan of them. So that's why it's not an outstanding. But I do love the appliances and stuff. And the cast stuff is really cute too. I think that's why. And like I put it in exceeds expectations because I literally use those appliances all the time. I absolutely love them. Okay, spooky day stuff. I'm going to put that in acceptable because I really like the witch costume. And the fairy costume. I actually like to use those for my supernatural Sims. I like the costumes. I like having Halloween parties and the Halloween. I like building haunted houses with the stuff that's in that pack. I made a haunted house for one of my builds, and I found that pack really useful. Yeah, I like the costumes. I think the gameplay could be a little better. I wish there was an actual trick-or-treat function. I mean, yeah, you can actually go to Sims and ask for candy, but I think it'd be better if it was like a whole event. I wish you could. You can have Halloween parties and the pumpkin carving. I like the pumpkin carving. Okay, I'm trying to reassure myself that I put it in the right place. I think I put it in the right place, but it's very niche content. It's not content you're going to use all the time. I don't know where to put this one. What is this even called? Bohemian stuff? Movie hangout stuff? I don't want to put it in poor because I really love the furniture. I just never use it. I don't want to put it in poor. Poor doesn't seem fair, but I never use the stuff because it's so vibrant, but I do love the colors and the vibrancy. I wish the colors went together a little better. I wish that more in the game actually matched with the stuff that's in that pack. But I hardly ever use it, except my Sims like to autonomously watch movies a lot. But I hardly ever use it for what it's intended to be used for. Okay, romantic garden stuff. I use that stuff all the time. I love the flowers. I bought that specifically to build my dream cottage, so I could have those beautiful flowers. I love those flowers. I use them all the time. I never use the well, though. I would like to use the well someday. It'd be nice. And the fountain, it has a fountain, too. It's a really nice fountain. Is this toddler stuff or kid stuff? This is kid stuff. I actually don't use a whole lot of stuff from there. But I think the furniture is really good. I think the clothes are really good. The gameplay, I don't really care. I don't really care about Pokemon, so I don't really care about void critters. But the furniture is nice. It's nice to have kid stuff. I don't really use the kids stuff all that much. I don't know if I really make kids rooms all that often. I don't know. It's acceptable. It's nice to have. It's a nice pack to have. Backyard stuff. I'm going to put that in exceeds expectations. I really like the furniture in that. I really like the slip and slide. The interaction of the slip and slide is really fun. I use that a lot. If you can't afford a pool, get a slip and slide. It's the poor man's pool. It's really nice. I use that lemonade tray all the time. It's a beautiful decor item that's also functional. That's also the one with the bird feeders, right? I like the bird feeders. Those are really nice too. Okay, so Vintage Glamour goes up in outstanding. It is a top, I think it's the top pack for build and buy. I think it's number 1 for build and buy for me out of all the packs is Vintage Glamour. I really like, yeah, I just love that style. You know me, like at this point I love color and pattern, and I love classy color and pattern, I should put it that way. And they have some really nice pale pinks, some mint greens with flash. Like these days, like those colors are really in as long as they're muted and go with some sort of wood tone. But I like it with a dash of silver, a dash of gold, or a pop of really bright gold, or black, a really sleek black. All that stuff looks really good. I really like the Art Deco style. I'm in love with it. It's really good. The cast stuff is really good too. Butlers, I've never actually used butlers in the game. I've never really needed to. I've also heard that they're kind of glitchy. I don't know. But as far as stuff goes, it's really good. The stuff is like really good, and if I could use it in every build I would, but it doesn't really go with everything. But it's number one as far as build buy goes. As far as stuff packs goes, I think. And stuff packs is the best stuff pack as far as build buy goes. Bowling. I don't want to put it in pour just because it's almost been an hour. We're almost done. Bowling, I don't know. I don't want to put it in pour because I would like to use it eventually. I just never do. The cast is okay. I really like some of the build stuff in it though. I'm gonna go with acceptable because bowling looks really fun, and I haven't actually done it in the game, but I want to build a bowling alley and I'm excited about that. I really like the chair and the lights that are in it. The gameplay looks fun. The gameplay looks fun. It has some really great build by items. The cast is okay. I think acceptable is a great place to put it. I'm gonna put that one in pour. A lot of people really hate that pack. I don't hate it. It's just the furniture is really odd and you can't really use it in a whole lot of places. I like the cast. The cast is unique, interesting. It's really good, but you can only use it for fitness, so it's not highly universal. And then the climbing wall is great. I love using the climbing wall, but now that we have climbing in The Sims 4 now because of Snowy Escape, the pack has kind of been made irrelevant. So yeah, it kind of goes in pour. You could probably live without it. Toddler Stuff. I actually really like the stuff in Toddler Stuff. I'm going to put that in Exceeds Expectations. I know that a lot of people were disappointed with some of the, some of the graphics and stuff that came in that, but I actually really enjoy it. There's a bug on my screen. I actually think the colors of everything in that pack are really vibrant and pretty. I like the playgrounds, I like the ball pit. I like everything that's in that pack, and I use those fairy lights pretty often. I love those fairy lights that you get in that pack. So I'm gonna put it in Exceeds Expectations. I think I use it more often than the kids pack, than the children's pack, the kids stuff pack. That one. Also, I just love toddlers in the game. Laundry Day. I use this pack all the time. I use it all the time. I'm going to put it in Exceeds Expectations. I love doing laundry in the game. It's just such a nice, basic thing to do, whether it's using the machines or hanging them up. I love it. The clothing is okay, but the build buy stuff is really, really top notch. I really like that country vibe that it gives. It's really nice. My throat's starting to go, so we're going to wrap this up. Okay, My First Pet Stuff. I actually really like the stuff in My First Pet Stuff. I think it's great kids items. How often do I use those, though? They have really good blinds. I think I'll put it in pour. Oh, you know what? I was going to put it in Troll. I don't think I'm going to put it in Troll. I don't think that's fair. I think most people would put it in Troll. It's not even in Dreadful. I don't particularly I like having hamsters for kids, but as far as actually taking care of them, they're kind of a pain. They die super quickly. They constantly need attention. It's kind of annoying. They're kind of more needy than, actual pets in the game. And you can barely do anything with them. But I really like the furniture. I think it's good kid stuff. For furniture, I like the settees and I like the pet beds and stuff. It has some good furniture in it. The gameplay is but the furniture is nice. And the cast stuff is I do like that you can dress up your dog, though, in a dress. I do enjoy that. I do enjoy that. Machino stuff. I actually really like the stuff in Machino stuff. I love the build items are beautiful, abstract, modern stuff with beautiful colors. I really enjoy that. The photography is nice too, and I've used it a lot. I haven't actually used the career, just the photography itself is really fun to use. Tiny Living, I'm going to put that in Outstanding. I think that is the best stuff pack gameplay-wise, because actually getting rewards for having a really small house and actually counting the tiles in Build Buy is a really nice touch. The furniture is beautiful. I really like I really forget what it's called, special Scandinavian kind of style. It's really nice. I wish the colors weren't so wacky, to be honest. I like the pastel stuff, the stuff that's pastel pinks and blues and greens and stuff. But the really super weird orange, purple, and red stuff, I'm like, eh. But you can find some good color combinations. You can make it work. Some stuff is really nice in that pack. But as far as gameplay-wise, it's number one as far as stuff packs go, in my opinion. Oh wait, it's not number one. Or is it number one? Maybe it's number one for Build Buy. I know that Nifty Knitting is number one overall for me. As far as stuff packs go, it is best pack. It's the best stuff pack. The best game pack. I think the best game pack is University Life. The best expansion pack is University Life. The best game pack is Realm of Magic, and the best stuff pack is Nifty Knitting. And I think the best pack overall for me is Realm of Magic. But Nifty Knitting, the furniture is beautiful. I love the cute pastels. I love them. Knitting is actually really fun. I really enjoy knitting in the game. I've done it extensively. You can make decent money off of it too. I really like that whole thing. I've never bought anything off of Plopsy, but I love selling stuff on Plopsy. It's really fun. And the cast items are really cute too. It's great. And then Paranormal Stuff, last but not least. I haven't played with that pack very much. I'm currently playing with it on my own. I know it's really buggy, so I won't put it in Outstanding. So far, from what I've seen, I'll put it in Exceeds Expectations because the furniture and the cast items are beautiful. What I've done of playing with it, it's really fun. I haven't done a whole lot. I've communicated with ghosts. I've used the crystal ball thing. As far as I can tell, it's really fun. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's my tier list. I'm very positive about a lot of things. I have more in the Outstanding category than any other category, so that's good. I know a lot of people would disagree with me, but I don't care. Poo on them. I don't care. This is my opinion. I play The Sims all the time, whenever I can. I always find reasons. I'm very good at entertaining myself. I don't need to be entertained, so the game doesn't have to be super entertaining for me to make it fun. I find ways to make it fun. I like doing ordinary stuff. I love ordinary gameplay, and that's really easy to please that kind of player. So, besides the part where I like witches and wizards, I know that's not ordinary, but I also like that stuff too. So, that world is really pretty too. Glimmerbrook, and the magic world that I don't know if it has a name. I don't remember. But anyway, it's been a really long video. I hope you stuck through all of it. I wish there was a way for me to just kind of cut to each pack. I don't know. That might be too long. There probably is a way. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of editing videos, so I don't know if I'll edit this video or not. I might just put it up as it is. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button. It tells YouTube that you like it. It's more likely to share it with other people. If you want more content like this is actually a little unusual, but if you want more Sims content, please click subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so that you can be notified the next time I upload and the next time I go live. I live stream here on YouTube every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Thursdays I stream The Sims. Yeah, and follow me on Twitter, link in the description. on Twitter is where I post what I'm going to be doing and what's going on, so you know if streams get canceled or anything like that. But it's been a long time, so I'll let you go. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a magical day.